Hello everyone, I am Srinivas. Welcome to my channel. Guys, now we are in class 10 of the chapter Heat, and in this class we are going to discuss about evaporation. Guys, please subscribe to my channel, do like this video and also share the video. For new notifications, click on the bell icon. Guys, in the last class we discussed that evaporation means it is a phase change from liquid to the gas. So, evaporation means conversion of liquid phase to the gaseous phase. The definition for evaporation is changing the phase from liquid to gas at the surface of liquid and at any temperature. So let us understand what evaporation actually is. For this, take few drops of spirit on your hand. What do you observe? What happened to the spirit and where does the spirit go? See, when you drop some spirits on your hand, you can feel it colder, and after some time you can observe that the spirit disappears. What happened to the spirit? It is evaporated. The liquid state is converted to gaseous state and the spirit will mixes with the atmospheric air. The molecules of spirit that is kept in the dish continuously move with random speeds in various directions. So consider there is a container here and it is having some spirit in it. So for your understanding, the spirit is visualized in terms of molecules in the second container. So each of the circle here represents molecules of the spirit. So these molecules are actually moving randomly in different directions with different velocities. When they are moving, what happens? Molecules will collide with the surrounding molecule. So this molecule will collide with another molecule, like that. Each molecule will collide with other molecules. Then what happens? Because of this collision, the energy from one of this molecule will be transferred to the other molecule. Now let us consider the molecules at the surface of the liquid. So this is the surface of the liquid. When the surface molecules are getting enough energy, then what happens? See here, the energy is transferring to the molecules at the surface. Then what happens? Because of energy absorption, they will get enough energy. So enough kinetic energy is coming so that they can escape from the surface. So these are escaping from the surface of the liquid. Like this, they will collide with the molecules. They will transfer the energy so that molecules at the surface are acquiring enough energy and they are escaping from the surface. So these are escaping, absorbing the energy of the internal molecules. So all these internal molecules are losing their energy. Okay, the energy of internal molecules, these molecules is losing, whereas the energy of these surface molecules is increasing and they are escaping from the surface. So that slowly the level of the liquid decreases and after some time all of the spirit will disappear. It will be converted from liquid form to the gaseous form and it will mixes with the atmospheric air. The molecules collide with the other molecules and because of this collision, energy is transferred from one molecule to the another molecule. And when the collision is happening like the molecules at the surface, the molecules will acquire energy and they will fly off from the surface. Okay, so these are the molecules that are escaping from the surface. Now this is all air. There will be air particles, no? These are the particles of air. When this escaping molecule collide with this air molecule, then what happens? Sometimes it may again come back to the liquid. Are you getting? See, these are the escaping molecules of the spirit. In the air, I am having the particles. When this escaping molecule strikes or collides with the air particle, it may come back to the liquid back. Okay. For example, 50 are escaping and 25 are again coming back. The remaining 25 are escaping. Like that, slowly these molecules are escaping and the level of liquid will decreases. Okay. Thus, when a liquid is exposed to air, the molecules at the surface keep on escaping from the surface till the entire liquid disappears into air. So, as long as there is a liquid present in it, the collision will continues, the energy transfer continues, and the molecules at the surface keeps on escaping. Okay. So, this is the process. This is what we call as evaporation. So, what is evaporation? The molecules at the surface are escaping, okay, in the form of gas. How they are escaping? They are acquiring energy from the molecules by collision and they are escaping. Okay. So these liquid molecules, they are converted to gaseous molecules and are escaping. This is what we call as evaporation. During the evaporation, energy of molecules inside the liquid decreases and they slow down. Here you need to understand one thing. Where does the energy for these escaping molecules is coming? These are getting this energy because of collision from the internal molecules. These molecules are losing their energy. So, for all these molecules, the energy is decreasing. As the energy is decreasing, the temperature is also decreasing. Remember that the temperature of the system decreases due to the process of evaporation. Okay. They transfer this energy to the escaping molecules during the collision, and evaporation is a surface phenomena. See, this is the very important point. Evaporation is surface phenomena. Why it is surface phenomena? Since the molecules are escaping from the surface, so evaporation is taking place at the surface of the liquid, so you can call it as a surface phenomena. So now I am defining evaporation in other terms like it is a process of escaping of molecules from the surface of liquid at any temperature. See, remember one more point, that evaporation can take place at any temperature. Okay. And it happens at the surface of liquid and it is a process of escaping of the molecules. Evaporation is a cooling process. Why? Just now we discussed that by means of collision, all of the molecules, they are losing their energy and they are giving these molecules for the escaping molecules. So for the escaping molecules, energy is coming from inside. So what happens? The inside system is losing its energy. The energy is decreasing. Its temperature decreases and slowly it is cooling. So evaporation is a cooling process, because the liquid continuously giving their energy to the particles that are escaping from the surface. Now let us understand one example, that is, why do we get sweating? See, usually when we do some work, we spend some energy and our body starts to sweat. And why the body is sweating means, because of the work, the temperature of the body increases. In order to cool the body, the sweat glands releases the sweat. So, on the surface of our skin, we are having the sweat droplets. These sweat droplets absorbs the energy from our body. So, because of that energy acquired from the body, the sweat will evaporate. So, for evaporation of the sweat, they are taking out the body heat. So slowly the internal body of human beings cools down. So in this manner, sweating helps in cooling of our body. So when we do some work, we spend our energy in the form of heat. So because of this, the temperature of our skin becomes high. So in order to cool our body, sorry for that. In order to cool the body, the sweat glands releases the sweat and this sweat evaporates by taking the body heat. So in this form, the sweat is taking out the body heat so that the body is cooled. So in this process, the body is cooled. So that's why we call evaporation as a cooling process. Let us consider One more example, that is panting of dogs. See, we usually see the panting of dog. Why the dog pants? Just now we discussed, when we do some work to reduce our body temperature, our sweating mechanism is helpful. But for a dog, when its body temperature is increased, there are no sweat glands so that it can release sweat and it can cool its body. Because there are no sweat glands, the dog actually pants. So what happens when a dog is panting? On its tongue, there will be so many water droplets. These water droplets, they will get energy from internal body. As the dog's internal body is hot, all the water droplets, they will acquire energy from the internal body, and once they are getting enough energy, they will evaporate, they will escape from the surface of the tongue. So where does the energy come for these molecules? They are absorbing the energy from internal body of this dog and they are escaping. So in this manner, these water droplets are taking out the body temperature. Okay. So what happens? The internal body temperature goes down. So the body gets cooled for the dog. So by panting, the water droplets on the tongue will evaporate, thus the internal temperature reduces, and in this manner the dog cools its body. So again I want to remind you that evaporation is a cooling process and evaporation is a surface phenomena. Okay. Let us understand what is humidity. So we have seen evaporation in many cases, like when the wet cloths are dried, all the water will be evaporated, that will mixes with the air. When we wash a floor, all the water on the floor will disappear after some time. What happens to that water? It is also evaporated. Not only that, we can see water from rivers, ponds, etc. will evaporate, right? So where does all this water go? See, evaporation means it is converting from liquid phase to the gaseous phase. So once evaporated, water is converted to water vapor and it will mixes with the air. So in air, water is in the form of water vapor. So this water vapor in air is nothing but humidity. So what is humidity? The amount of water vapor present in air is called humidity. Now let us see the factors that are affects this rate of evaporation. So for this, consider tea in two different things. Like in the first figure, you can see there is some tea in a cup, and in the second figure, you can see some tea is there in a saucer. In which of these two, the tea gets cooled faster? Obviously, the tea in the saucer cools faster than the top that in the cup. What is the reason for this? The only reason is evaporation is more in the case of saucer than that in the cup. This is because of the larger area of the saucer. See here, the surface area for the saucer is more. As the surface area is more, evaporation takes place at the surface, no? Since evaporation is surface phenomena, here surface is more, so more molecules are escaping, more energy is taken off from the body, so more cooling compared to that of this small surface area. So with increased surface area, more molecules are escaping and more cooling happens, so evaporation increases with increase in the surface area. Now let us consider that there are two containers. Okay, these two containers are having some hot liquid in it. One of the container I am placing at a place where there is no wind, and the other container I am placing under a fan. Okay, so there is some wind profile. So in which of these two containers the liquid gets cooled faster? Obviously the liquid which is placed under the wind, that is under the fan, gets cooled faster, because whichever molecules those are escaping, those will be swiped off because of the wind. So when there is wind, all the molecules they will fastly escape from the surface, so that evaporation is faster when there is wind compared to when there is no presence of wind. See here, the air over the liquid surface in an open pan, the number of molecules returned is reduced to large extent. This is because any molecule escaping from the surface is blown away from the vicinity of the liquid. See here, if this is the surface, molecules are escaping and sometimes these molecules may return back, right? We discussed these molecules, these escaping molecules, they will collide with the air particles and they may come back. There is a possibility for that. But when there is wind, these air particles are actually cleared from here, so that all the molecules will escape. Because wind is coming, whichever molecules those are escaping, they will be cleared from here because of the wind, so that they will be cleared away, so that evaporation is increased here. In this way, the evaporation increases because of the wind profile. See here, we can observe cloths dry faster when a wind is blowing. When there is wind, the cloths gets dried faster because evaporation is more. Okay. So rate of evaporation increases with wind. Now, if there are two containers, one is placed where there is no sun and the other container we are placing it under the sunlight. In which of these two the liquid evaporates faster? Obviously the one that is kept under the sunlight will evaporate faster. So because of the increased temperature, rate of evaporation increases. Why? They will get more in kinetic energy because of the sun transferring hot here. The temperature increases. As temperature and kinetic energy both are directly proportional, the molecules kinetic energy increases. So with the increased kinetic energy, they will escape off, so that rate of evaporation is more when there is heat. So rate of evaporation increases with temperature. Let us consider one more case. The clothes will dry faster on a dry day than in a rainy day. So here two cloths are there. So here the cloths are under the sun. Means here it is a dry day. On the other figure you can see there it is raining. So it is not a dry, it is a wet day, I would say. So in which of these two figures the clothes get dried faster? Means on a dry day. Why? Because already there is lot of water present in the atmosphere when it is raining. So humidity is already there. So if these water molecules are escaping, these have to adjust with the existing humidity. So it takes long time, so that these cloths gets dried slower compared to that of in dry day. Because in a dry day, as the humidity is less, these water molecules will escape easily and they can easily get placed into the air because there is no humidity existing. There is less amount of humidity. Okay. On a dry day, we have less humidity. Rate of evaporation decreases with humidity. See here, if humidity is more, evaporation decreases. Okay. See here, there is lot of humidity. So because of this, here the evaporation is slow. Here humidity is less. So evaporation is faster. So that is all about evaporation. So let us quickly summarize the important points from evaporation. So all you need to remember is evaporation is a cooling process. The sweating mechanism, the panting of the dog. Okay. So evaporation is a cooling process. So because of evaporation, the energy is taken off and the body will get cooled down. Evaporation is a surface phenomena. In evaporation, the liquid molecules are escaping at the surface. So evaporation is surface phenomena. It takes place at any temperature. So for evaporation, there is no fixed temperature. It can takes place at any of the temperature. Okay. The kinetic energy of escaping molecules is more due to the absorbed energy. During evaporation, temperature of the system decreases. Evaporation depends on surface area, wind, temperature and humidity. If surface area, wind, temperature, these are increasing, evaporation is also increasing. And if humidity is increasing, what happens to evaporation? The rate of evaporation decreases. So that's all for this class, guys. In the next class, we'll be discussing about condensation. Guys, please subscribe to my channel. Do like this video and also share the video. For new notifications, click on the bell icon. Thanks for watching.